Welcome, one and all, to The End Is...
Sigh.
That's right. It's your favorite The End Is Sigh hosts back at it again. It is time of the week, man. I don't. What am I supposed to say now? Oh, I need to. What else do I say?
I guess we introduced ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm Nate, also here with my co-host Todd. My bad.
Toad?
Just because you were bitching about it earlier in the week.
Yeah, you deserve to drop that phone. By the way, I'm Todd, for the record. Todd. Toad is a low-hanging, horrible insult-like nickname. Like when you're growing up, like it's hard to make fun of the name Todd, and people are like Toad. And it's like, doesn't even sound the same. Doesn't use the same letters. It's a completely different thing. It's bananas. God, now I feel like we need to redo that intro because now it's just garbage in the middle. Well, we are here either way. And Nate, so what do we usually do on The End Is Sigh?
Well, The End Is Sigh is we go over movies that we feel are underrated, and they need a little bit more love, we feel.
Yeah.
So we also take 3 topics from those movies.
Called themes?
Themes, life stories.
Randomness?
Yes, randomness.
So, then for the movie, what is the movie of the week?
It is 1999's Magnolia.
It sure is. It's a fucking treat, guys. And what are the 3 themes to go along with that one?
The 3 themes we got are coincidences.
Yep.
Game shows.
Uh-huh.
And regrets / embarrassing stories.
Right, yeah. We will discuss those for the first part, the themes, and then we'll jump into the review about halfway through. It's getting
Sounds
a little
typical.
more wishy-washy, but the last half is usually where the movie comes in.
Yeah.
It's getting a little random all over the place, but bear with us and enjoy the ride as we make meaning out.
Out of the meantime.
Thank you very much. The end is sigh, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. Well, Nate, before we jump in, obviously with the themes, what about your week? What has happened?
It's been good. Played some board games. No surprise there.
Sure did. I was there.
There was a crazy coincidence in one of the board games, as you recall.
It got heated, guys. Okay. I knew this was going to come up on the pod.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Nate, what happened? What game were we playing? Deception?
Yes. Deception in Hong Kong. I think
It's like Deception like Murder in Hong Kong or something like that?
And the way it's spaced out is one person kind of runs the game like a D&D master.
The forensic scientist, yeah.
And the other people, one of them is the murderer, the other people are the investigators.
It's kind of like Ultimate Werewolf, Secret Hitler, that kind of setup.
They get 4 blue cards, 4 red cards in front of each of them. And the murderer secretly selects one of each color to be the means of the murder and the murder weapon.
Right.
And Todd was the murderer twice.
I won the first one.
He won the first one with cockroach and sculpture.
Yes, I did.
And then the second one really was fucked because he got red wine.
Yeah, it was wine, just wine at the top.
Yeah, and then
red wine is the second option.
Yeah. So it was weird of like those being the 2 things, and he made a note of it before the game.
We all laughed that would be ridiculous. If the murderer chose those as the 2.
Yeah.
That's the only basis for any information we have at this point. So then the odds would be I have to be the murderer.
Yep.
I have to have those 2 cards, and then I have to choose those 2 cards knowing there's a target on them. I was the murderer, and I chose those 2 cards, okay? Now, for the record, there was a bunch of people playing a board game that night. Everybody else there was playing the board game. When I'm playing board games with Nate, I'm playing the board game, and I'm playing against Nate, okay? I always have 2 things I'm fighting when I'm playing board games with Nate. I don't think Nate cares so much as winning board games as long as he beats me in the process. There's an extra layer. They were all playing murder, and so all these clues led to one of our other players.
Yeah. Well, the clues were poisonous, luxury,
elegant, or something like that,
yeah. Struggling, but like she had a fancy bracelet, lipstick, perfume,
poisonous drugs, and poisonous gas. I think
she had pills and then poisonous gas.
Yeah. She was lined up to be the murderer, like 100%. There's no reason. If I wasn't at that table, Nate doesn't go after the wine combination, but because I'm at the table, Nate goes after that at the last second. I knew it the minute he started tapping his little badge on the table. I was like, he just wants to get to do wine. Had nothing to do with the game. It had everything to do that I was playing against Nate. You should see my hand. It's in the chef's kiss mark. I'm flying it around the room right now.
It was great though. It was great.
I had, of course, like I knew I was putting a target on my book, but I had to do it. I was like, dude, I'm not going to not choose wine and see what the forensic scientist comes up with a murder. Because I had fucked you over with cockroach sculpture.
Well, yeah, that's the thing too, is when you're the forensic scientist in this game, you get cards and you kind of have to build the story in your head.
Yeah, so you're deciding how the murder is.
And the way it works out is 4 of these cards get changed out. Like it goes to victim's height, their like motive,
all sorts of things, like tidiness of their clothing.
So like certain things like that could fit into it, but some things it's just a throwaway. You're like, sure, we'll just put that on there. And it doesn't mean vague. Shit. Like he had the cockroach, so I was like, oh, we'll say it's in winter time, so the cockroach is inside, and it's cold outside. More reason for the cockroach to be inside. And then I said he was at a vacation home because he had a sculpture, so it sounds all hoity-toity fancy.
Right, but otherwise, I mean, you still wouldn't connect those dots ever.
One person kind of connected the sculpture.
They did sculpture, but they did, or because visual or something, or family.
Sand.
No, they connected sand to the sculpture, but because they chose sculpture was like, family or some shit like that.
No, it's because the death was like brutal.
That one, so it's sculpture?
Yeah,
I think I had a machete.
If you beat someone out with a sculpture, that's pretty brutal.
Machete and a metal chain.
I don't know.
Yeah, but they did. The sand did throw them off.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys get a chance, check out that game with a good group of friends.
Yeah, and your goal is just to fuck the forensic scientist over.
Pretty
Choose
much,
2 items that they cannot connect, and then they can't connect it to you. Unless you get something you talk about before you start the round.
Yeah.
The great wine debate of 2022.
What about you? How about your past week?
Yeah, not too bad. That was a good highlight. We went to a birthday dinner. Got some... I ate an onion ring. I pulled the onion out, but that batter was fucking insane. It was like a pillow.
Donut.
Yeah, it was a donut.
Onion inside.
Bland as shit.
Oh,
batter,
it was,
though.
yeah.
It wasn't good.
No.
The rest of the food goes. I got chicken fried steak.
Nice.
Classic. Well, instead of like what I really did, because I didn't do too much, we got donuts, did all that stuff. Was kind of like what happened during the week. A little bit of a recap. So we have some comic book news. There is some talk of a Kill the Justice League thing coming out. Nate, any information on that one?
Yeah. So we have Death of the Justice League coming out in issue number 75. And so it's kind of a nod to issue 75 of Superman, which was the death of Superman.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
This is 30 years later, actually, right now happening.
Oh, that's smart.
And
they
the writer
talk about that more often.
Yeah, they don't too much. I mean, I'm pretty sure in interviews.
Like you'd have to really look into it.
But the way it's working out is there is a group of the Justice League that is going in to fight something, and only one of them is making it out alive to kind of tell the story.
Interesting.
So the list of people are Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, John Stewart, Green Lantern.
Okay.
Martian Manhunter, Hawkgirl, Aquaman, Green Arrow, Black Canary, and Zatanna.
But only one's
making it out.
You can't do Superman. That would be the obvious choice, right?
Well, they're not going to do Superman because they have his son right now in the
so they
comics.
Can kill him.
So they're like, all right, we got someone to kind of take over. Same with like Batman. There's so many people to take over for Batman. Wonder Woman has someone to take over for her as well.
But do you keep a side character as the one left alive? Like, who's going to care about Zatanna or whatever?
Comic book fans.
Barely. But as much as the main cast?
I feel like there's a lot of Zatanna
Who was fans in there? Who else was the last few names?
I feel Green Arrow, Black Canary.
Black Canary. Who's going to care if Black Canary survives out of all of them?
Maybe not as much. Hawkgirl's...
Hot Girl?
Hot Girl? No.
Hot Girl?
Hawkgirl is always... kind of has like that reincarnation,
right?
Just
that's
like
true.
Hawkman, so that's an easy one.
Okay.
Aquaman, there's Aqua Lad to take over.
Why did they give him the worst Aqua Lad? He's not even British or anything. That's embarrassing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Who do you think is going to survive out of that list?
I think you take out the main players. I think you do, right?
Yeah.
Like you take out the Green Lanterns and stuff. Or you keep the Green Lantern alive, and then he has the corpse to go back and help to not corpse with an E, but like corporate. You know what I mean?
I don't
corpse to then go back and bring them in to fight. Like you have to have a big how long until they come back? That's my question for you.
Well, that's the other thing. So what? Death of Superman lasted 3 months.
God, it feels like that was forever back in the day.
So This one, an article, though, they're stating, like, oh, it's going to last longer than that. But how
6
long?
months.
How long is really longer than that at some point?
When the sales start to get dry.
Yeah. That or whatever movie comes out to help release dates.
I think it would be smart to keep Wonder Woman alive if you're going to keep one of the main alive.
Yeah.
Just because she's powerful and she can, do still kick ass and fight whatever thing kills everybody else. Or Green Lantern. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would keep Canary alive or Martian Manhunter. I don't think he's like engaging enough to keep him alive as the one.
Yeah, I mean he has like a protege of his own, so
they're all safe.
They're all safe. The only one that
who do you think?
I guess I'd like to see Zatanna be the one to live out of this.
I chose. Who is Zatanna again?
She's the magician.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
okay. She looks funky.
Yeah, she's got the little hat.
She's got the little top hat, right?
Come out. Yeah.
Jeez.
But I don't know. I feel like Green Lantern's. He's gonna die. There's so many Green Lanterns as there are, so.
God, but then that cheapens it. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Right.
When does that come out?
April 19th, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, add it to your pull lists. Well, let's see. Let's go through the obituaries. Unfortunately, we've got Meatloaf. Mm-hmm. Favorite song is I won't do that. Or what is the actual name of that song?
I don't know the actual name.
It's my favorite song. I don't even know the name of it. I like Bat Out of Hell. I like stuff, but I don't know if that's better than I Would Do Anything for Love.
Yeah, but he was also in
Fight Club.
But the other, like the Halloween, was he in that one?
In Halloween?
Not Halloween, but the.
Oh yeah, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, he's
that's it.
Rocky.
Okay, I've never seen it. I just
the Rocky Horror. Yeah, he's really good in that. Again, I think I mentioned last time I recently watched that, but Louis Anderson also died.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy is super good. He's like one of the nicest guys you can meet. And people say that all the time, but there's been multiple instances of like people that have met him. It's in a book. I think Casey Wilson has a book where she was at a party and he came over and sat down and she had mentioned her mom had passed. And he's like, oh, and she said, he asked me something nobody ever asked. He said, what was your mother's name?
No.
And so he got the name. He said, I talked about her for a little bit and then got up, was like, and left. Like, he's like, what a cool guy. Like, he just engaged you on like a human level.
Yeah, that's the kind of moments you like to have, is when someone sees you eye to eye as like a human, not like I'm above you or anything like that.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, very humble, I think. And I haven't seen Baskets. I really need to, but him and Zach Galifianakis, apparently it's a super good show, but it looks weird as fuck, so I don't think I've ever tried it, but might be time. I'm trying to think if there's some new shows that came back. Ozark season 4 is back on, guys. That's great. Afterlife season 3 just started back up, both Netflix.
There's a lot that just come out. It's hard to pick and choose the content nowadays.
Yeah.
Just because everything that's coming out, all the streaming services,
the overlap, and
it's
the second you think you have a break, another one opens up.
Well, on that too is also the streaming services like Netflix. It's the whole season right away. It's there. And then you're like, I need to find time to watch this whole season because spoilers. A week or two, spoilers are coming out. It's not here's a week.
Right.
Give you time to digest. Maybe watch some other shit in between. But no, it's,
Yeah, so those are two bingers. Yeah, Netflix and then, because HBO, again, I like their method. Euphoria is airing and I mean, even Disney's doing it week to week. You got Bumbling Boba.
Amazon does that too, where they do. Usually it's like the first 3 episodes.
That's true. To get you hooked.
They throw out and then week to week.
Yeah. So there's a lot to watch. We know that Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I say Mary Lynn. Mary Elizabeth Winstead got cast in Ahsoka.
Okay. Yep.
For the new Star Wars show, so I'm excited for that. And the last thing, did you see the trailer? I guess you probably didn't. Well, I hope you could have. The Lord of the Rings trailer.
I actually did. So someone just posted in like a wood making group.
Oh, okay.
Of
it's
them
incredibly good.
There's a lot that they do in for that. You look at the entire thing of what it is, and the metal work, the cooling of the metal, and you all think it's just CGI, but no, it's actual practical. They went through all of this just to make that. And I'm like, whoever gets that sign, actually, that's really fucking awesome to have that as a sign.
Hell yeah.
That's one of a kind right there.
Oh, yeah.
And it's made from the show.
It's amazing.
So if anyone in the show is listening, let the Inside Boys know.
The Inside Boys?
The Inside Boys, yeah.
The Inside. He called us the Inside Boys. I was like, what? No. The Inside Boys. We're like insiders for the industry. Yeah. that making of it, seeing that camera like swoop through like the rivets or the rivets of the letters out there and like the lava that they poured into it.
Was it one take?
I think so, right?
Because that's impressive too. Like, all right, don't fuck up this camera. Make sure everything's on point. Like,
well, you kind of would have to, right? Because if it starts burning when you're pouring that one in, and then you don't get the shot and it like leaks over, then you've lost your other piece that has to go and show the smoke. Like, I wonder if, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really impressive though. Watch that. It doesn't give any spoilers. It's literally just the logo for the show.
No, it doesn't. Well, like I said, I watched it as like a woodworking thing, and I was like, oh, cool. What are they doing here and all that? And there was like Rings of Power, and I was like, oh, this is the title. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. That's cool.
It puts the Game of Thrones ones to shame.
Yeah.
Because that's all CGI. But anywho, that's all I had for the week.
Yeah.
I guess that means we can get into it.
Yeah. The themes. What are we starting off with?
We are starting off with coincidences.
Oh, isn't that a coincidence? It's the first one.
That's not what? It's not. Wait, according to the definitions, that is not a coincidence. It is very heavily tied to the movie of the week, but we will get into that later. It's a remarkable concurrence of events or circumstances without apparent causal connection, aka a correspondence in nature or in time of occurrence. Right. So that's pretty scientific definition there.
Yeah. I pretty much just went like, the simple chances. Like, what's the chances of getting struck by lightning?
Oh, okay.
That kind of coincidence.
Yeah, because you were more on the chance side of things.
Yeah. So I got some coincidences there that deal with the movie side of things and cinema, but
they're very closely connected. I mean, it's just a kind of a matter of interpretation, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we'll start off simple, lightning, 1 in 1,222,000 people is your chances. How do you feel about that?
That they always use lightning as the thing for like winning the lottery ticket and stuff. Yeah. I guess there's 7 billion people in the world. So it's like, is that worldwide?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that makes it pretty insignificant once you do worldwide, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I read from everything, and it makes sense, is coincidence and all things around that come down to probability.
Yeah.
Because it's just a matter of it's a numbers game. If there's 7 billion people, if a million, or how many is it?
1,222,000.
Yeah, if they get struck, you're like, it's bound to happen with the amount of lightning that's striking everywhere, right?
And then on top of it, it really comes down because like you break down the statistic even more of like how many lightning storms are in your area,
right?
As the other part, and then when there is a lightning storm, what are you doing?
Yeah, were you outside with the golf club?
That's the other part.
The caddy shack.
Yeah. Another one: finding a 4-leaf clover.
No, that's gonna be. I don't think that's as rare as we always thought it was.
It's 1 in every 10,000 clovers are a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
But to put it in more perspective, the Guinness World Book record of finding the most 4-leaf clovers in an hour was 451 in 1 hour.
Yeah, so it can be done.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in middle school, like if I was bored, like on recess, sit in the grass, and that field had a lot of clover type stuff, and I would find the 4s every now and then and be like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so who's taking the time mainly is the part on that.
And if there's 10,000, how many different clovers are in that field? So your odds there are pretty big.
This one I feel is kind of relevant in a sense. Losing something in the mail.
Okay.
Just because the way, everything's going shipping nowadays.
Yeah. There's so many circumstances that can go into that, right?
Yeah.
Like different variables for losing a mail piece.
Mm-hmm. Of the 88 million lost items the U.S. Postal Service Mail Recovery Center received in 2014, it was only able to return 2.5 million. That's less than 3%.
Oh, God. What happens to the rest of it?
Some postal centers host online auctions to sell off unclaimed items.
So we got to start looking for these things.
Yeah, I know. That's one of those things when I heard that, I was
How many times are they missing comic book deliveries and things?
Well, is it like a storage unit kind of?
Right. Am I bidding and all of a sudden I got a check from somebody's grandma for $100? I'm like, sweet, I can't cash it.
No, you can't cash it.
Well, what if it's a cash? What if it's a $100 bill? Then we're golden.
Yeah, then you're good.
Do I feel bad at that point?
Well, the question is, do you open up the card and all that?
Return it? Well, if they can't, then it can't be found.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
do you read the card?
But you probably don't read the card, right? Because then you're just going to probably feel more guilt. What if there's a handwritten letter in there?
I want to honor them, so I'm going to read the card till somebody read it,
What if you're like, fuck, I need to find this person.
Somebody commits to murder or admits, and I'm like, God damn it, now I have this obligation. Get the law involved. I just wanted $100 goddamn dollars.
And in efforts, Todd spent more than $1,000 to find this one guy.
National media attention.
Alrighty. And dying in a shark attack.
Yeah, that's okay. That I was going to say that, and lightning is the big ones.
Mm-hmm. So the odds of an unprovoked shark attack killing you are about 1 in 3.7 million.
That's not something.
It's weird, like, of course, in the other odds is, if you don't live near a coast, your death by shark odds are 1 in 7 million.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Well, it goes up, but it's just like...
The one time you go on vacation, then you get around something unprotected by a shark, it happens to choose you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, is like, that's such a big odds, and yet if I went surfing, I'd still be terrified that my feet are hanging underneath the board.
Well, yeah, surfers are the most common to get attacked.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, because they kind of look like a big, like a
seal.
fish and seal and everything with the big board.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing about that kind of those odds. It's always 1 in like 7 million until you're the one fucking person that got it.
Well, that's the
then
thing.
Then it's 1 in 1.
To the individual, statistics mean nothing.
Yeah.
And for the last one out there, kind of really pertains to everyone. It's a 1 in 5.5 trillion chance.
Okay.
That you're born.
Oh, Jesus.
Todd, come on.
Is that
Think
good?
about it. You're here. 5.5 trillion.
I didn't ask for this.
You're here.
That's how cruel the universe is. There's so many opportunities for me not to be, and it was like, you get to enjoy mortality, bitch. You're born. Good luck thinking about the fact that you have to die one day. God damn it. Thanks. You know, if I never existed, I don't have that existential crisis.
Yeah, there's that, but
that's
you're here.
I am here.
And now you're doing a pod.
What are the odds?
No one knows.
There's some math to it. You could probably figure it out, right?
The odd was 1 text.
That's true. Hey, you want to do this? Okay.
Yep, that's all it was.
How much money you got? We got to buy this equipment. Okay, well, on the grounds of odds and everything like that, I did read a really good Atlantic article called The Coincidences and the Meaning of Life. And just some snippets from there is they talk about the surprising chances of our lives can seem like they're hinting at hidden truths, but they're really revealing the human mind at work. AKA, it's really relative, right?
Mm-hmm.
The odds and things that happen to you versus other people. So they say they have a similar texture, a feeling that the fabric of life has rippled. And this is when a coincidence occurs. The question is where this feeling comes from, why we notice certain ways the threads of our lives collide, and while we ignore others. And they kind of go on to address that by saying, for one thing, people can be pretty liberal with what they consider coincidences. We know that. If you meet someone who shares your birthday, that seems like a fun coincidence. But you might feel the same way if you met someone who shared your mother's birthday or your father's birthday or your best friend's. Or even if it was the day right before or after yours, you still kind of go, oh, that's neat. Mine's the day before. Like, for some reason, that matters.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense because, like, there's my birthday and then my sister's birthday is the day after mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, yeah, that's weird, right? But
yeah, it's 1 in 365 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right? But they do say, when something surprising happens, we don't think about all the times it could have happened but didn't.
It's true.
So, I mean, it's just as coincidental that it never happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I didn't run into this person or that I knew they were there and everything. Now, I remember having a magician. When I went to Ames back in the day, he came in and he talked about probability. He did a trick of like, I bet I can guess 2 people in this group of like, there's maybe 20 of us, was like, hey, 2 of you are going to share the same exact birthday.
Yeah.
And it's like, those odds should be really bad, right? What a coincidence that would be. But it says here, the birthday problem. The question is, how many people need to be in a room before there's a 50-50 chance that 2 of them will share the same birthday? The answer is 23. All you have to have is 23 people in the room, and it's a 50-50 chance that 2 of them have the exact same birthday.
So, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
When did you stop going to school to being a magician?
I don't know why he was there. I don't remember what class it was for. I just remember it was like, hey, there's magicians here. Maybe it's like Brian Rookwood or Oakwood or something Wood, I think his name is.
Yeah.
God, I get fired. I don't know. I used to get his emails too because he had to sign up. But we all sat there and learned, and then it was like, okay, and then we left. I don't know what it was for. I think it was like a common error to you. I don't know.
Yeah, when you get that name, let me know. I got an idea for your next birthday
Brian
party.
Brushwood, I think is his name.
Brian Brushwood. All right. He's
God,
gonna
this
be
was
for your
many
next
years
birthday.
ago. Dear God, he'll be like, do you have 22 other people to go to this birthday party? I'm going to show you the best trick you've ever seen. No, it was fun though. I mean, that's the first time I learned like, oh shit, coincidence isn't. I mean, it's just odds. It's all probability. Now, do you have any personal coincidences that drive you nuts that it happens? Because I have a couple.
I mean, probably if you mention, I might be like, oh yeah, but off the top of my head, no.
No, okay. Since my birthday lands on 12/22, I constantly see the clock at 12/22. It's like the goddamn number 23 from Jim Carrey's movie. Like, it's insane. And it's to the point that I will call it out to other people that know that I know about me. I'm like, hey, I need to, guys, it's fucking 12/22. And I'm like, or I'll look at my watch, it's 12/22. I open my phone, 12/22. I'm in the meeting, it ends early, 12/22. All the fucking, to the point where I get frustrated out loud. In my apartment alone, I'll go, God damn it, because it's 12/22 every fucking time. I woke up in the middle of the night, I woke up at 12/22. I woke up and I was like, shit, what time is it? 12/22. I groaned and put my phone down. I was like, you motherfucker. So I don't know what that's about, but I always see 12/22 on the clock without fail. But anywho,
is that just on your birthday or random days in general?
No, all the time. This happened last night. It's all the time.
Okay, all right.
I see 12/22 all the time. And I'm not like on billboards or things like that. It's always just the time of day. I'm always looking at 12/22. And at this point, I've said it so many times, it's driving me crazy. But anyhow.
Everyone, when you send us those emails, make sure you send them at 12/22.
Just scheduling them out to send them. Dude, honestly, I will be like, God damn it out loud, because I'm like, why does it have to be? I thought I got away with it for the week, and I was like, I thought about it so much, I was like, there's no way I'm going to see this anymore, and it didn't happen, and I was like, I think I broke the curse. And then I woke up and it was 12/22. But anyhow, I will say the biggest coincidence I ever had was when I lived in California for 1 year, and I was going into downtown LA to pick up my fiance at the time, and I got rear-ended. Wasn't my fault or anything. I was about to turn right on a red. Somebody just slammed into me. We pulled over into like a nearby hotel parking lot, got out. It was a young lady, and she was like, oh, so, okay, do we need to help us with the damage? We're looking at it, and we both see we have like Colorado license plates. And I was like, all of a sudden I recognized her. I was like, wait, were you in my class, like my literature class last semester at the university? And she's like, what? Yes. And she's like, I'm Todd. And we were in the exact same project out of this group of kids in our university. And we worked on it where our names are on the same report. And we just had that class before school ended.
Is that the same class that you had the magician come in and you guys shared the same
birthday?
No,
this was like 10 years ago.
Ah, damn. I was going to say even better.
No, but I mean, that's the person that hit me in LA. We got out and it was like, we were just in class together months ago.
What is the statistic on that?
I don't know.
What, you said 7 million people in the world?
7 bill.
Yeah, 7 bill. Why did I say million? Yeah, that's way off.
Nils on the mind.
But yeah, 7 billion. Granted, yeah, not all obviously in the States or anything, but still.
Right.
A person moving from Colorado to California, both, and
them hitting each other in a car. I didn't work or anything in downtown. I just had to be there for a few days to pick her up. And in one of those days, guys, I mean, that's one of the crazy coincidences, right? It's not like we became star-crossed lovers or something, and like it was like the friendship and nothing of that happened.
There's not a movie about it?
No, there's no movie, I don't think. It'll just call me the Fender Bender. What's a...
The Fender Bender bumping.
What? We did not go bumping. She bumped into me. But anywho, no, that's just the coincidence. That's insane.
Yeah.
But probably not. Probability-wise, there was probably somebody else from my class in LA at the time too. Who knows?
Maybe, but still.
But yeah,
we are not the mathematicians to figure that out.
You'd have to. The variables would be insane to put that in.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
No. They don't think it's worth it. They'd be like, no thanks. We'll keep working on our shark attacks. But yeah, so you don't have anything like that? Like somebody in a different state bumping into you?
No, nothing like that ever really out of the ordinary. I guess went to the airport flying out, but that doesn't seem that odd to me.
Because you're in the same state.
I was flying out to Ireland, they're flying out to Oregon. So, I mean, it's not that odd to me, but...
That's true. I do realize that when I've been on trips, you take the flight out to somewhere, and there's a group of people on your plane that you get their personality, you understand, like, that's that person. Okay. On the trip back, the round trip, they have the exact same one they chose. And you're like, oh, that's happened multiple times to me where you go and come back with the same people.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, all right, that's
Never
interesting.
had the same idea for vacation. What the fuck?
Right.
No.
That's pretty much it for me on coincidences.
Yeah. Couple things just to wrap it up.
Yeah, for sure.
So, some coincidences and TV shows or movies.
Oh, yeah.
Start off with the one that's like, it's all right. Age of Ultron. Black Widow was pregnant during filming, and that was the whole thing in that film where she couldn't get pregnant.
Right, okay.
According to her character. And Troy, the movie, Brad Pitt tore his Achilles tendon.
Ooh, and he is Mr. Achilles.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Simpsons, but usually Simpsons, there's so many episodes. Like,
it's the Simpsons did it.
Yeah. So one of them being Donald Trump being president happened in season 11, episode 17.
It's because it should have been so batshit insane they threw it in there. Yeah.
And then season 10, episode 5, Disney buying Fox. And that happened.
Yeah, that happens a lot with The Simpsons. I think you're right. It's just so many topics. They're always looking at pop culture. They're referencing things throughout, a 20-something minute episode every week for 20 years? Like, you're going to land
they have
some.
600 plus episodes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're going to hit the nail on some of the things.
Yep. But it is cool that there is, like, that Simpsons paradox that people reference.
And with that in mind, what would you say the coincidences of being selected on a game show are?
Well... speaking of Theme 2 game shows, I guess it would be if I put my name in to get selected. The odds of me going for it, I'd have to know how many people are against me. Is this a Jeopardy show, or is this like some new one that nobody knows about?
It's just a game show in general. It doesn't matter.
I don't think the odds are that crazy. If you're smart, you can get on Jeopardy.
The odds aren't that crazy.
I'm not getting on Jeopardy. Like,
on that list, actually, one of them was it's a 1 in 36 chance of getting on The Price is Right.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, makes sense, especially if you know.
Yeah.
And
you know there's people that have gamed that system.
Yeah.
You wear the certain things, you say the certain things, you sit in certain places.
Well, I looked up, actually, that's my game show topic, is The Price is Right.
Okay. I'm all over the place with mine, so yeah, if you want to focus on that one.
Yeah. So, Price is Right, it started in 1956 and was canceled in 1965. So, kind of short-lived, but during that time, it was only the bidding section.
Oh.
So, it wasn't the whole showcase showdown or anything like that. It was just the bidding part. And
gotcha. It wasn't like a variety show almost.
Yeah. And then in 1972 is when it was revamped as to what we know today, where it has the bidding,
right,
the game, the wheel, the showcase showdown.
Did Bob Barker start in 1972?
Let's see.
Or 3.
I can't remember when Bob Barker started. I didn't have that.
He might have.
I have his last day, like his last airing date, but...
And then Drew Carey took over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, Bob Barker definitely became like the icon of the show.
Yep, spay and neuter your cats, baby.
Yep. Do you know why they also had the little mic on the show?
Yeah, the tiny mic.
Yeah, you know why they used it?
No.
It was less intimidating, they said.
For him or...
The audience?
Audiences. Oh, God. So, like, you're like bonking him in the face. Look at this thing. Like, it's a tiny... I guess
a tiny little mic compared to like a big old massive mic in your face.
Yeah, because I think even Drew Carey's is like a thin, almost like wand type mic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess, intimidating. All these lonely housewives are flustered out there. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Also, the process of getting chosen, it's one guy that picks the contestants out. And he's been picking since like the 1979, I want to say.
Oh, so when's the documentary come out where he was picking the ones he wanted the whole time?
Well, pretty much the way it is he walks down the line of people waiting to get in, and he looks who's going to match his energy. He's looking for the energetic people.
Oh, God.
When you think about it, everyone that gets chosen, they're freaking out, flailing their arms up. No one's ever walked up there just casually.
Sometimes it's like some college dude, and they're like, oh, they're kind of low key, but I wonder if that's just like odds. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would never get picked then. You wouldn't either.
You don't think?
No.
Oh, why?
You're out there screaming with a sign, like, yeah!
I'd do it.
Like, just to try and get picked?
Yeah.
Oh, I would do
I would do it for the special place.
Next to
the Price is Right has a special place in my heart.
Okay. Why?
So, I used to watch it with my Oma growing up. Okay. Every morning when I was over there, she was watching me. We'd always have it set up where we'd have I'm all the guys in the show, and she's all the girls in the show. Whatever the guys win, I win. Whatever the girls are, she wins type deal.
That's fucking adorable.
You're damn right it is. Plinko chips. You know the Plinko game, right?
Yep. Plinko's the one everybody wants to get.
There's only 10 Plinko chips in existence.
Is that true? They just never made new ones?
They just never... Really? Now?
Honey? Sorry, Dad. Were you talking? All right, Jaime's got his water. Okay, how many? So there's only 10 in existence.
Only 10 in existence.
It's like they just don't want to make new one. What? So if one
feel like it just
broke or cracked, you would probably make a new one.
Maybe make a new one. I don't know. It depends. Like,
what's to stop somebody from making knockoff Plinko chips?
I'm sure people have made knockoff ones. Go on Etsy, you'll find one.
That's true. Made out of crochet.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But yeah, Bob Barker's last one was in 2007, in June of 2007.
Man, that already, it feels like it was recent, but not at all now.
So, and then that's when Drew Carey took over.
Yeah.
And when Drew Carey took over, they made the games easier to make the audience more accepting of Drew Carey as the host.
Oh, so it's like more engaging. Like, it's fun to watch people win things.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it, like, Bob Barker was the face of it. You have Drew Carey take over. How are you going to really replace someone as iconic as that? Same with, like, you think Alex Trebek.
That's
how do you
replace? They're still figuring that out.
Someone like that, because like Drew Carey, even when he got elected, he's like, I can't replace him. I'm going to go out and do what I was paid to do and host a game show. There's no way I'm going to be able to replace Bob Barker.
Makes sense. I mean, even harder is to replace Trebek, though. I think out of the two, it's way harder to replace Trebek because you could tell he was as smart as the things he was talking about.
Yeah,
and that voice, like, man, that's tough.
Yep. Of course, when you win the prizes. Same with any other show. Got to pay the taxes.
That's always, you win the car, then you're fucked.
Yeah, but the other thing, too, is like when you won a car, they said that you wouldn't get the car there on the spot. You'd go back to your hometown or wherever it was, and you'd have to go to a local dealership and pick up the car there.
Like, that's not the same car, right? It's just like they'll have the same make and model and just ship it in there.
Yeah. I mean, part of me is like, that's kind of nice because...
You have to drive it home somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Because what if you have a flight home? You're like, I got to cancel this, or I got to figure out.
I wonder if they tried that early on and were like, this is not logistically good for anybody.
No. And
they're usually always pretty like, I think they used to be flashy cars, and now they're a little bit more practical.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get you a Camry instead of a fucking Porsche or something, you know?
Wait, you don't want to win a Porsche?
Well, I don't want to pay the taxes on a Porsche.
No.
I'll pay them on the Camry.
I can't imagine what the companies are like fighting over for the spot to have their car in the winning showcase.
I imagine it's a contract. Like Toyota gets it and then they probably bid back in to get it.
And then two more things.
Yeah.
There was a lady who won a treadmill one of the years.
Mm-hmm.
That was a paraplegic.
So did she get to do the cash value?
I don't know. I didn't look into that a whole lot, but I was like, it sucks because that was the next prize in line. It's not like they had it or figured out like
there's no PA in the back going, dear God, switch it out, swap it out,
what's the coincidences, huh?
Right?
Yeah.
Wow, I want to see that clip.
Yeah. And then last one, Bob Barker. You know, he was in a movie.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. The Price is Wrong, bitch.
Boom. Great moment.
And he was excited for it that he actually trained with his neighbor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For fighting stances?
Yeah.
That's awesome. His neighbor's like, you want to try and fight me?
His neighbor was Chuck Norris.
Oh, God. In Hollywood, Chuck Norris trains you.
So, yeah. Little Price is Right knowledge for you.
I never knew Bob Barker was neighbors with the old Norris himself.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Well, I had a couple of things here, and by a couple I have quite a few, but I'll start at the top. There's a goddamn game show wiki, and they list all of them. So at this point, there's thousands of game shows that have aired, and that's just ones that have aired, not including, You Don't Know Jack, the video game, or podcast trivia ones that people do now. There's all sorts. According to this website, apparently the first ever non-aired on television game show was the Brooklyn Eagle Quiz on current events, and that was a daily newspaper at the time in 1923 that actually decided to run like hey, you win $25 if you win this quiz, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
And then the first actual aired one on television was called Spelling Bee. And those were broadcast in 1938 alongside one called Information Police. So very much like trivia.
So the first one you said was in a newspaper.
Yep.
I love the fact of that because you could never do that in this day and age.
Oh, hell no.
Because everyone's got Google at their side.
Well, yeah, it was a newspaper, and then it became a radio show that they decided to make out of it, and it became, very popular. But I had a question about the longest running game show
Price
in
is
history.
Right.
And I had 3 questions. And Nate did all his research on the one that was. Do you know how long it did? So based on your math, do you know how long it went on
Let's
for?
see, 65.
I was going to say, was it Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, or Price is Right? And when you said, I was like, God damn it.
65 to 72, and then... Or no, 65 to 72. And it's, shit.
58 years.
Yeah, I was going to say it was actually
Yeah.
56 when it started. 72 is when it restarted up. So
Yeah, and that includes the 9, that it was off for.
Yeah.
Or the 9, and then it went on the break. Yep, 58 years. So that is the old dog, the old G. I went on to look at Insider's list for the biggest scandals in game show history.
Okay.
And some of these I recognize. We'll see if you do. On the game show 21, contestant Charles Van Doren famously cheated his way to fame and fortune, but it turned out the show was in on it. In an effort to add more drama and intrigue to the NBC game show, Van Doren was supplied with the questions and answers before the 1950s show aired. So
Cheeky little fuck.
yeah, and the scandal was actually documented in the film Quiz Show, which stars Ralph Fiennes as Van Doren and was directed by Robert Redford. And I've heard of Quiz Show. I need to watch that. I always enjoy a good scandal with game show.
Yeah.
So this one is much less nice, but serial killer Rodney Alcala appeared on a 1978 episode of The Dating Game during his murder spree.
Oh, gosh.
So they say he was convicted for 8 murders, but authorities believe he may have been responsible for as many as 130. And in the middle of this, he went on the game show and won
man.
the dating game. She chose him.
That is so bad for the show.
But the Bachelorette ultimately refused to go on a date with him after meeting him backstage.
Good choice. Yes.
You might have been 131. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was insane.
Yeah.
Imagine choosing him. You're going to live with that for the rest of your life. Like, I chose the goddamn actual murderer. Press Your Luck is the most famous one. This is where the no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Yep. This one I don't feel he cheated.
It's not considered anything illegal for what he did for the show, but he definitely gamed it. He gamed the game show, which is fair.
It is.
It's like, but counting cards is also illegal, and they'll kick you out of the casinos for like 21. You can't count cards, but that's all skill.
Well, I mean, at the same time, you learn the pattern and all that. You know, counting cards, like, you could really figure it out, but it takes a lot of time.
But if you do it, they still kick you out if they know you've been counting.
I mean, how do you prove it, though?
They have so many technologies now for watching that. But yeah, it's called Press Your Luck. Superfan and eventual show contestant Michael Larson figured out how to cheat the system and win big by memorizing the pattern from previous wins. At the taping of his episode on May 19th, 1984, I wasn't even born yet, guys. Imagine that. Larson won a total of $110,237, which is almost $300,000 today.
Jeez.
So good for him.
Yeah.
And they said that, they couldn't do anything to him, so they just tried to make it more random in the future.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have the technology for that now, so.
Yeah.
But, that happened with The Price is Right, where a guy recorded the old airings, because a lot of times Price is Right would reuse the same product.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And so the guy would memorize all the product and all that, and he won, of course, all the way up, but he lost on the wheel.
Oh,
so that was the one.
One.
Yeah. And then he got selected on the show, or he was in the audience one of the later on years. And the guy sitting next to him kind of recognized him. Oh. And so that guy went up on stage and he looked at him
for visual cues.
Yeah. And
now, is that illegal?
He won all of those. Well, I mean, is it really illegal? Because everyone is always.
That's true. They're yelling to help out.
And they don't really go against, like, hey, no, look in the audience. Like, that's a part of the show.
That's true. Oh, good for them.
Yeah.
That's luck, right? That's coincidence to sit next to him.
Yeah.
And so the other one that I was familiar with, and I actually watched this clip, and you should look at it online too. Charles Ingram was accused of cheating on the UK version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, with help from fellow contestant Tequin Whitlock, who allegedly coughed to alert him to the right answers. So you hear it's dead silent every time, like they read like A, B, C, and then they went coughing, like, well, okay. And then they claimed, like, the lawyers still claimed to this day, they had to pay fines and stuff, but the lawyers still claimed, oh, it was just a matter of, but that was just chance, and she has a persistent cough she was dealing with. Only during the right answers.
Okay, well, I'm glad it was more of that. I was thinking for a second, I was like, what are they going? A is 1, B is 2.
Oh God, just numbering it? You're like, well, that doesn't help me. What was that? Nothing.
D. That's 4. Okay.
Perfect. We're on track.
Yeah, there was another instance on Price is Right where the guy in the Showcase Showdown got the price exact.
Oh.
And it was
Don't you win both of them?
It was like 2,000 something. I think it is.
You have to have a margin of error, right?
Yeah. And I guess they stopped the show filming at that point, and they're like, they had to figure out if he was cheating because it's never happened. It was when Drew Carey was filming.
Really? Also more recent.
So, like,
okay.
you think about all these years has gone by, and finally one person got it.
But again, the odds would be somebody eventually guesses a number right.
So they had to stop for like 45 minutes of reduction, and then they had to go on with no enthusiasm that he actually got it correct. They just kind of had to like, okay, let's continue to act as if he didn't get it right now, and then announce him as the winner, getting it exact.
Unfortunate for somebody getting it right. You got punished almost.
Right?
I mean, I guess you won everything, but you're like, cool, it looks like I cheated now.
Yep.
Thanks for your enthusiastic response, guys.
You dicks.
Wow. Well, some of those are pretty embarrassing, and I imagine some people regret choosing a serial killer as their date.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, theme 3, Nate, regrets/embarrassments.
Also, I want to point out the segues on point this episode.
I'm telling you.
They are great.
All 3 of them nailed.
Yeah.
I mean, number 1, we don't really have to segue. We'll see if we can segue into the movie. That'll be the test. No pressure.
Yeah, embarrassing stories or regrets.
Yeah, I pulled a lot of information from Psychology Today and some Wikipedia, and then some personal.
Yeah.
The definition, if you want that one for regret, I'll do the comparison. So the definition of regret is the emotion of wishing one had made a different decision in the past because the consequences of the decision were unfavorable. Embarrassment is some perception of loss of honor or dignity or other high-value ideals is involved, but the embarrassment level and the type depends on the situation.
Well, I just got personal stories. I didn't look anything up for it.
Well, before we jump into the personal, I'll see if I've got some actual information here. They go on to say regret is related to perceived opportunity. So again, the more you think you're going to get and something doesn't happen, the more regret obviously is going to be attached to that. And I looked up, kind of like the psychology of regret to go along with that. And there's a really good one from James Tobin, PhD, et cetera, et cetera. His article called The Function of Regret. And regret is viewed by many experts to be a mental phenomenon conditioned by evolution. That is, it is an evolutionary advantage for a species to learn from previous mistakes and to remember those mistakes so as to avoid future related ones. So obviously learning from the past type thing, or don't let history repeat itself, is very common. In that same article, under suggested resources to read next, there was the top 5 regrets of the dying, being wrong, adventures in the margin of error, and the third one was a link to Magnolia's IMDb page.
Well, there you go.
I was like, fuck yes.
Well, there goes our good segue. You fucked it up.
I know I should have waited, right? Fuck. Well, we'll still have to try and get a good one. As far as regret goes, and I think you probably have more embarrassing stuff. Is that what I'm hoping?
A little bit of regret.
Okay. Well, to stay on regret real quick, in Western societies, adults have the highest regrets regarding choices of their education. So I found very interesting that that in the West we're like, oh, I didn't go to the right school, because I think maybe it makes sense because it's all monetary aligned. Yeah. If you don't have a good job now, you're like, well, fuck me. I wish I could go back and do that.
Yeah.
Because obviously in America, it's all about money, 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 money. Not surprisingly, regret is much more commonly experienced and reported to have more positive aspects by young people in the U.S. People in collectivist cultures, which de-emphasize individual choice, have less of a basis for blaming themselves for negative outcomes. So that makes sense. Like, hey, if we're all as a society, that's not my fault that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Literally had no option in that. So it says they may feel as if they had no other choice, so they might as well accept the situation and make the best of it. Hence the positive outcome, which I always thought is like very weird to think like a regret as a positive. But all right, well, what about your regrets? Let's start there.
Okay, we'll start with regrets. So one of them was I had a bowling ball when I was a child. And,
little Nate rolling around with a bowling ball.
I didn't have any pins though, and it was an actual bowling ball.
Okay. I didn't doubt you, but now you're making me think you rolled into some vases or something.
And there was a vase of my mother's.
Oh no!
From another country that I used.
Oh no!
As a pin. Well,
What did you think was going to happen? How old were you?
I got a strike, guys.
And then he got struck. Oh, no.
Oh, gosh, how old was I? I mean, this is early, probably like first, second grade.
Old enough to know things are going to break when you roll a bowling ball into them, right? Maybe? I don't know. Okay.
I didn't know what pins were made of.
That's fair. How far were you rolling it? Like full hallway or?
Yeah.
Okay. You really just gunned it, probably.
I mean, granted, to me as a kid, I was like, man, this seems like, yeah, but.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, there's that. Sorry,
so
Mom.
An irreplaceable vase.
Yes.
Dang. There was hopefully no, like.
No
ashes inside of them?
No.
That would have been the cherry on top.
No.
Okay, it wasn't an urn. All right.
Yeah, that would have been some movie-worthy stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll go embarrassing, then I'll go with a longer, I guess, kind of regret story.
Oh, okay.
But I remember one day I was walking, and I found a scratcher.
Oh, like a lottery scratcher.
Yep. And I scratched it, like, it was already kind of pre-scratched, but I looked at it, and I was like, these idiots, they won. What are they doing? And I went and showed my parents. I just did math wrong.
So that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay, how old were you then?
Oh, gosh, I was probably still elementary school.
Okay. That one's a little more forgiving. You shouldn't know your lottery. Some of those
it
tickets
was
too are
later
confusing.
elementary, but yeah.
Okay. So 5th grade.
Yeah, we'll say probably 5th grade. Yeah.
So you should have known better at that point. Fair.
So yeah, I mean, if you want to.
Oh, you want me to go now?
Yeah.
I wish more of them were embarrassing. I mean, I told the story in the one pod of being in the university library and leaving my headphones disconnected and for God knows how long. That still makes me cringe. I was always embarrassed about, or should I do regrets? I guess I'm just going with embarrassing. For me, I have like a scar that goes from one ear to the other on my head. So it's like, and you can see it when my hair is short, you can see the scar go from one side to the other. And as a little kid, that bothered me a ton.
Yeah.
And so when my hair was short enough, and that's why I always parted my hair. So it's like everybody knows me for parted hair.
Yeah.
Because it covered it up. It was a natural, easy way to not show that I had the scar. And when I did have it cut short back in the day, like by accident, like you're a little kid and you're like, oh, they cut it too short. You could see it, and I went to school, and it's like people immediately, kids are just like, oh, what's that? What's that? You've got this, what is that? And even, I don't think they even really made fun of me for it, but it was just so much like, oh God,
yeah,
I'm going to start wearing hats and parting my hair. And guys, to this day, that's still my go-to. Although my hair is not parted down the middle right now because it's short. But, and again, I don't care now. Somebody said, hey, you got a scar? Like, yeah, it's a scar on my head. What the fuck you want?
Yeah.
Move along. So that's always been embarrassing. I did read a lot of people feel embarrassment from getting praise. And I think that's kind of the same way I am at work. Like if somebody's like, oh, hey, Todd wrote this, or let's, good. I'm like, dude, please move on. I don't need this. I don't want to, don't mention my name. Don't give me accolades. Don't give me a pat on the back or any kudos. Just
move
I
along.
did my job, moving along.
Yep. Someone did a good job in the office. That's all that needs to be known.
Yeah. I don't need to hear about it. In one of our podcasts, you had mentioned like, well, Todd's always, he's good. Like, he'll respect your opinion. I was like, God, and so I have to make a joke out of it, right? So I think immediately I was like, I don't care about their opinions. I was like, I'm always like defensive with getting actual compliments. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I don't know what trauma I had as a child that doesn't allow for this. But that's kind of more general ones. Those aren't like too crazy. But yeah.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough.
So back to you. Is this regrets we're going into or an embarrassment?
Yeah, so it's a regret. It was a regret that my mother told me to take something out of my car, and I didn't do that.
Oh.
So some friends and I, it was 3 of us, were going to see a movie that night. Mm-hmm. Went to the movie. After the movie got done, let's go get some Wendy's. Yeah, Wendy's sounds really good right now.
Uh-huh.
We decided to head over that way. I'm driving. The other 2 are in the passenger. And as I'm driving, there's a car that wants to back out in front of me. So I let the car back out in front of me.
Okay.
And as the car backs out in front of me, the car behind me gets real pissed about it. And I was like, I don't know why this guy's all pissy about it.
No.
So we keep driving, and we get at a stoplight. He was riding my ass the entire way. Mm-hmm. Well, at the stoplight, my old car, the driver's side window did not roll down. So I opened up the car door because I was turning right, he was turning left. There was like 4 lanes in between us, no other cars.
Right.
And I flipped him off and yelled.
Okay.
This was high school.
So again, you knew better at this point. But shit, I still... Yeah. I can't judge you on flipping people off. I did it on my way here. So.
Well, he went from all the way in the left lane and started following us.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So we're kind of in like a chase scene at this moment because we are...
But it's only that one person in that car?
Yeah, that one car that's following me, yeah.
Okay.
And we're going through roundabouts at some point. We go over like a highway on an interpass, and like they're still right behind me, following me. And then finally we're going through like a retail area, and we get the stop sign that we're going to pull out in front. But as I stop at the stop sign, I was going to kind of run it, but a car pulled in front. And as I was stopping there at the stop sign, the car behind me, all 4 doors open up.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, fuck, guys, this is not looking good at all.
Well, I wondered why they followed you, because they have to outnumber you to have that confidence.
Yeah. Well, the car that pulled in front was a cop.
Oh.
I was like, oh, these guys are fucked. These guys are so fucked. So we pull over in the parking lot, and like I said, my driver's side window doesn't roll down, so I have to open up my car door. And the cop's talking to us, and she's like, you guys got any weapons in here? Bazookas, grenades? And so I'm just thinking like, oh, she's joking around. No, nothing like that. Had cookies in the back of my car from catering. You guys got the munchies? What's going on here? I'm like,
of course, the pot.
why? No, I had catering class. Why? Every time. Like, multiple times I've been pulled over. It's always accused of being high.
Right.
Well, she asked me to step out of the car. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I figured just talk, question. Mm-hmm. And then she has me stand up against the side of the car. Yeah. Spread my legs. Arms up. And she grabs in the side of my car a broken butterfly knife, which is an illegal weapon because you can open it with one hand.
And it's probably decent length, right?
Probably like 3 inches. Yeah. So,
I mean, butterfly knives are only there to stab people with.
No, I thought, you're a kid. You're like, this is cool.
No, I know, but literally they're only there to stab people with. Yeah.
And so
but you're going to give them some flair before you do it, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, pretty much get patted down and arrested in the back of the car.
Ooh.
And to this day, the kids that got out of the car, their excuse was they were getting my license plate number.
All 4 of them.
So they got out with nothing.
That's insane.
So I was like, this is ridiculous.
Even when you told them they followed you from all the way back there?
Yeah. And so pretty much I got a fine and had to do some community service for it. Oh. But I had to call my mom from the back of the cop car. And the officer was like, if she answers, I'll let her pick you up here to the cop car. If not, I got to take you down to the precinct. Luckily, my mom answered, so she came and picked me up. And it was an awkward just time sitting in the back of the cop car. So I started asking her questions. I was like, so how fast have you gone? Have you ever shot anyone? Have you ever, like...
She's like, I'm going to stab you with this butterfly knife. You'll shut the fuck up.
Well...
Did your mom get mad that you had the knife still in your car that she told you
She was upset about that, yes.
Yeah.
But the officer said, oh, he seems like a good kid. I'll put in a good word for the judge. So I guess that also worked in my favor.
Oh, like being the nice, what's going on here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So, but the whole time, me being arrested in the back of the car, my other 2 friends were in my car, not really knowing what was going on.
Because the cops probably not telling them anything.
Yeah.
So did somebody else drive your car home and then...
No, my mom finally got there, and she released me, so I drove
you could actually
my
drive
car.
yourself back. Okay. Yeah, I always remember I heard the butterfly knife story once. I thought this was a different story going on. I forgot. I had no recollection of the chase scene and the 4 guys. That reminds me of fucking Back to the Future when all 4 of them get out of the car and they're like, oh shit. Because now they're outnumbered.
Yeah, it was an interesting night.
Okay. Did these kids look like they could beat the 3 of you up?
I don't remember. I was just like shadow figures and that was it. So it was
Did
more
they all
of just
have
like
butterfly knives.
It was just more of the fact of like everything going at once and cop coming in front. I'm like, oh, they're fucked. They're fucked. Like, what are they?
Right.
Yeah. But
well,
no.
I mean, they did save you. Who knows? It could have been worse.
Yeah.
Could have had a damaged car.
If that car was, if that car wasn't there, then hopefully I would have been able to.
Oh, just peace out.
Yeah.
They still would have followed. How long do you think they would have followed you for?
I don't know. There's a lot of major roads we were starting to go through. So
what a coincidence that cop was there.
Yeah, it really was. there. I guess there's my coincidence.
There you are. He's got one. We came full circle. See, we always get back to it with Nate. He always says he doesn't have it, and then it comes in. Wow. All right. So no more butterfly knives for you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. As I look at, there's got to be a sword in here, right?
Huh? There's a butterfly knife in here.
Oh no. There's a Thor's hammer. Should I be worried?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wait. What is that in the corner?
What?
The thing with the black. hilt top.
The behind the sunglasses?
No, like leaning against the wall in the
Oh,
corner.
it's a lightsaber.
Oh, see? This guy could kill me with the nerdiest things in here. I'm gonna get bludgeoned by a fucking Lego set. All right. Well, I had a lot of embarrassing. I guess the only regret, it's not anything particular. I was just like, yeah, relationships, everything in that realm. Not necessarily that I chose like the wrong people to be in with, just necessarily the decisions I made within them and surrounding them. So relationships tend to be my biggest regrets.
But I mean, that means, like I said, regrets aren't bad things by any means.
You learn.
You learn from them. And
sometimes it sucks to learn those.
It does.
I wish I didn't need to learn that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, totally. You're supposed to learn and move on and not make those mistakes in future relationships, etc.
Yep.
I did the last couple things I read that studies on gender differences in regret show the increased value that women put on relationships. So I'm actually kind of in that category, and how women may have more difficulty disengaging attention from past relationships. Overall, 44% of women surveyed in one study had romantic regrets versus just 19% of men.
Okay.
This result may also reflect men's greater tendency to replace lost relationships quickly with new partners. So it's almost like see no evil. Like I just look and I'm distracted. It's the distraction game, right?
Yeah.
In this study, those not currently in a relationship had, perhaps understandably, more regret over past ones. So it's like, yeah, if you can just dwell on it and be like, oh shit, now I'm alone. Man, I fucked up. If you're with somebody and you're like, yeah, I fucked up, but I've got this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I totally get that. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I had some insights on embarrassment, but we don't need to fucking go over that.
No.
I think we're good.
All right.
And
with that in mind,
yeah, on to the movie.
Best segue ever.
Boom.
Yes.
Full 100% episode. Guys, don't even question this.
And what is the movie?
The movie is 1999's or you put in that. I saw you put in the
Kings of Summer.
The Kings of Summer, them.
I figured I was like, I'd fit really nice with it, so I just threw that one in.
I'm sure people were like, what the fuck was that? Now you know. Magnolia.
The longest.
Yep.
It works.
Yep. All right, so initial thoughts on Magnolia. We are going to be spoilers all over the place. Spoiler. Alert.
Maybe just throw in the frog sound thumping for the...
Oh, dude, it hits you. Like, it surprises you.
Yeah.
Like, shit. It's like a jump scare.
Yeah. Yeah, my initial thoughts. It was a long movie.
It is very long.
Oh my gosh. 3 hours and 8 minutes long.
You know it.
And I liked it. It was a good movie. I'm glad I watched it. It will definitely be a while before I watch it again, though.
Because it's so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. It is long, but having rewatched it myself after this much time, it's been a number of years, I thought it went pretty quick for me, knowing kind of like what happens and knowing you have to keep like, they really want to wrap up some of the character stuff.
Yeah.
Because this movie is a collection of people experiencing different things and how they kind of intersect.
Well, yeah, it's crazy because like, it's not same, like they're so different in so many ways through all the different characters, from the kid to the game show host to the womanizer Tom Cruise to the officer, just everybody in this movie.
Yeah, I mean it's great cast though. I mean it's a huge cast. There's even some side characters that are big names now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed all of them. I'll read through some of them here, but it's very involved. It's a weaving tale. Like it's really well done. Even from the opening when it starts with the 3 vignettes about coincidences. Yeah. It's super cool to me. I always enjoyed those stories. And there's kind of the narration that happens with those two things and how it tries to like basically tell you things are like random, but maybe there's more to it. And after rewatching it, it's one of my top movies. I love this movie. It just, the soundtrack is Amy Mann. She has like 3 songs in here. Wise Up, which you can't get on Spotify right now. It's like grayed out. You can't, I don't know if there's some rights being issued or whatever, but her Wise Up song is actually sang by the characters in there.
At the end, all at the same time.
Yeah, they're all singing it separately and they're different. Like they're not listening to anything, they're just singing it. It's like a meta piece to that. But anyway, let's go to the kind of the top. The plot generally is the film has a mosaic of interrelated characters in search of happiness, forgiveness, and meaning in the San Fernando Valley in California. Yeah. directed by P.T. Anderson.
And written by him.
He's very an auteur, let's say.
Okay.
He does a lot of stuff. I think he did Boogie Nights or something like that. I'd have to. I didn't look up his filmography. I just know everybody would know his fucking name. So hopefully that suffices. And did you do the box office or anything?
No, I didn't look up that.
So the budget was $37 million, and it returned $48.5. So it didn't make that much more than.
So it probably wasn't a success by any means.
No,
marketing isn't added into that. So
hence underrated people. But the cast is massive. So you've got Tom Cruise in a character you've never seen him do before.
And probably would never see him do.
No, modern Tom Cruise would not do this movie.
Yeah.
It is so good, though. It's my favorite Tom Cruise performance. You got Philip Seymour Hoffman, Julianne Moore, Melinda Dillon, Melora Walters, William H. Macy has a great role in this. John C. Reilly is one of the main, and this is before he became a comedic actor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's really good as an actor. Like, it's weird because, like, you see him as a comedian actor, and that's who he is now. But when he does those serious roles, he does an amazing job at those.
Oh, yeah.
He pulls it off.
He's great in this. He's a big anchor to this. You've got Philip Baker Hall and Jeremy Blackman as Spencer, the young kid.
Okay.
I don't know if he went on to be famous, but he's really good in this role. The extras you have Luis Guzman as one of the game show contestants, Felicity Huffman from, God, what's it called? I just had it. It's Wisteria Lane, Desperate Housewives.
Okay.
Is she in that? Guys, I may have just made a reference to a show she's not in. But Felicity Huffman, you hopefully will recognize her. Alfred Molina, Doc Ock himself, is just a little bit part in there as a furniture store owner or something, an electronic store. Patton Oswalt.
Yep, Patton Oswalt. Yeah,
is only in like the first 5 minutes of the movie. Yeah. Clark Gregg is a game show like cameraman or like the producer. Ricky Jay is in there. Mary Lynn Ricecoop, again, she's the voice on the phone connecting Philip Seymour Hoffman with the Tom Cruise character. And Paul F. Tompkins is actually the voice of Seduce and Destroy. He announces them. And so it's like it's packed with random people.
Yeah. But I mean, it's one of those things like when you watch those older movies, either for the first time or again, it's always nice seeing those people where they started off or where they were. Because you're like, oh, wow, this is something I didn't know they existed in. And it just throws you off. And it's always kind of a nice little surprise having that in there.
Oh, for sure. I always forget that Patton Oswalt is in there.
Yeah. Because he's huge now.
Yeah.
So
and he looks fairly young in this for sure. I mean, 1999 again. It's been a while since the movie came out.
Yeah.
What did you think about the opening vignettes?
It was nice. It was a good like segue of like kind of maybe what to expect going forward. And of course, watching the movie, I was like, all right, what's going to happen? Because, you know, you have all these different stories going on.
Yep.
And I'm like, when is it going to intertwine? Because at this point, it just seems like an anthology that's not going to ever intertwine. But finally, at the end, it all comes together, coincides.
It does. And should we talk immediately about the crazy thing that happens at the end of this movie?
The fucking frogs.
The frogs. It's out of left fucking field.
Yeah.
But I love every bit of that.
Well, it's just weird because, like, I'm watching the movie. Everything is so realistic. It's all very grounded.
Yep.
And as John C. Reilly's driving the car, thud, thud. It's the two frogs that hit. And I'm like, who's throwing frogs?
Yeah.
My first thought, because it's so delayed between the next set.
Yep.
And then finally, no, it just starts fucking pouring down.
Pouring. Like, it's not even just some... There's so many frogs.
Well, they do such a good job in that, too. Of like,
they look so real.
Yeah, they look so real. But when John C. Reilly saves...
William H. Macy. Yep.
Yeah.
Quiz Kid Donnie Smith.
Yeah, Quiz Kid Donnie Smith. In that scene, like, he's driving away in the car, and, like, the car even kind of maneuvers a bit. Like, it's swerving, like, it's not getting all the traction it needs because it's just on frogs. And it's, like, that's such a nice touch in there.
It is. I noticed that, too,
but it all adds to it. Of like, no, it just really rained fucking frogs.
Yep. It's bananas.
It is.
For some reason, it fits to me because this movie is about like, it's super serious issues.
Yeah.
Super serious things that are happening in this movie. And all of a sudden, it's like, you know what? And then everybody that's dealing with all these separate crazy things fucking rains frogs on them. And everybody's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yep.
It's almost like a joke. I'd have to read.
Yep. Right into the crux of the movie. Heimdall has to get some water.
He's a thirsty boy.
All right, you good, bud?
Hold on, I gotta smell this. Hold on. It's almost like a comedic break Like, it knows what it's doing. And it's saying, and I like it says, but it did happen. When they zoom in on one of the pictures, it's like a little written there, but it did happen. And you're like, what? And the amount that comes down, the different characters reacting to, like, it's raining frogs. And, like, they're trying to still do the serious thing they're doing and manage this. And some of them just have to ignore it. I did like the touch of William H. Macy, who keeps wanting to get he wants to get dental surgery. He wants to get braces to look good for this young bartender he's hitting on.
Yep.
And then he ends up breaking his teeth.
Just falling. And he hits hard and like it just goes to his teeth just smashed out. And then like afterwards his like monologue there talking with it. And I'm like, oh yeah. You're like, now you need it.
Yeah, now he has to go get it. And it's like, okay, that's a little fun turn in there because I'll kind of go through there's main 8 characters. We're not going to go scene by scene. We just told you the end of the movie. Yeah,
I'm so glad we're not doing scene by scene on this movie.
Oh, it'd be tough.
It would be a goddamn nightmare.
Yeah, I think it's totally worth you guys watching this. It's insanely, it's a very unique movie.
Yeah.
And there's so many one-liners, and we'll get to some of those. Number 1 is Frank Mackey as the Tom Cruise character. He is the master of the muff. He's the tame her. Is the Seduce and Destroy host of this guy brouhaha motivational speaker. He's got like long hair that he puts into a ponytail. He is saying everything dirty and I'm the machoist manhood from our previous episode thing ever.
The first time you get introduced, he's like a commercial, right?
He walks out to announce the event, I think, right?
Okay, I wasn't sure because I remember, I thought it was like the first time you get
introduced. Or maybe we do see him on the TV or something.
It's like on the TV or something like that as a side, but then like after that, he comes out, respect the cock.
Tame the cunt.
Exactly. And
everybody turn off the pod. Sorry, not kidding. Put it back on.
It's one of those things like, I like the quote. I don't agree with the quote by any means, but it's so batshit for Tom Cruise to come out and say that, and it throws you off right there. Like, you're like, okay, this is not like his other roles. He's not in there doing an action bit, running scene, or anything like that. This is an emotional bit that he's going for, probably. Yeah, it's pure character work, and you don't see that a lot from people that get to his level. And he was huge in 1999. He wasn't by no means an unknown actor. He'd done so much. But yeah, for him walk out and say these things, it blows your mind. I don't know. People hate Tom Cruise. I love him. This hopefully would endear you a little bit more to him to see him actually flex this kind of character. Yeah. We'll get to more of him. Number 2 is the druggie / abused daughter. Mm-hmm. And she's kind of like I think she's the main pivot in this show. We see her a lot. She's dealing with the cocaine. Yeah. Cocaine and then also other underlining issues that really they don't say. Until the very end you get an idea of why. And then you've got the game show host who is her father. Yep. And he's been hosting. He's almost like a Price is Right type thing. Not at the game show style, but he's been hosting it like forever. Mm-hmm. He's like the king of game shows. Then you've got, again, quiz kid, Donnie Smith. Yep. And Stanley, who is like the Ken Jennings on Jeopardy. Like, he's the smartest kid ever, and he just kind of... he's the one that just rolls over everyone. Yep. He's the one answering all the questions. And then the two little shits, dude. The whole, like, bonus question, whatever it is at the end, where they pick one kid to go up there and answer the question. Yep. They're like, do we even have to ask? Come on up here, Stanley. And that's... Yeah. The kid that's always doing the shit. That's how good he is. Yeah. But he hates it, and that whole crux for him is, like, I don't want to do it anymore. And he says, like, I don't want to. Yeah. I always answer the questions. I always have to do it. Mm-hmm. And the other two kids are just... They're riding his coattails. Yeah. They're little fucking assholes. Oh, yeah. They're shits. Like, do you have a manager yet? Oh, yeah. We're going to sign on this. We're going to get money for this afterwards. The endorsements, all this. And he's just there because at times, like, he does enjoy it, but he doesn't enjoy... We see where he gets to the point where he does not enjoy it anymore. Where they don't treat him as a human being. They treat him as a smart kid. And he has a whole monologue, which is great about that. Yeah. On the air. And so eventually they have to cut it off. They like turn it off because he's not going to go up there and finish the game show. Yep. And then, you have... I already said quiz kid Donnie Smith. He's washed up. He used to be Stanley. Yeah, exactly. Let's put it that way. He was him back in the day, and then he grew up, and he can't find that fame anymore. He's his shit end of the story is you find out his parents stole the money that he won from the show. And which was like $100,000. That's a lot of fucking money. Yeah, because I saw the big ass check, and I was like, how much did you win? How much was it actually that he won? And I was like, damn, how did he get up to that much? Because, like, yeah, the scores of the kids, it was like $2,000 something.
Right.
And then the adults at the time, $4,000.
And we don't know if he went on to like a tournament of champions and all that shit.
Yeah.
He may have won some like big culmination or something.
Maybe, but still. Damn.
Yeah, because they were like, one more kid and then you get the money. Like, we just need you to get, like, they wanted
for the
Stanley.
record.
For the record. His dad was a huge piece of shit. And that's the kid's problem, too, is like the dad
Well, it sucks is like, at first, like, his dad was a piece of shit. And then he had a little bit, like, after he peed his pants and all that.
Yeah.
Like, he seemed like he was understanding for a second
half
there.
second, yeah.
And I was like, okay, maybe oh, no, he's still a piece of shit. Never mind. I thought he was actually going to go in a good direction, but no, he's still a piece of shit.
No, yeah, the kid literally has to go into the room and say, you need to treat me better. You have to be nicer to me. And he's like, what? Well, go away. You have to be nicer to me. And he walks out and you're like, even something as simple as that, like, hits you. You're like, damn, this kid's standing up for himself and being like, dude, you're treating me like shit.
Yep.
Then you also have the dying man, who is actually the network owner, Big Ed Partridge or something like that. And he owns the game show and that whole network that runs it. But he is dying, and he's the father, that we find out, of Tom Cruise. And Philip Seymour Hoffman, who is the next character, is the nurse that's attending to him, basically in hospice at home. Yeah. And Philip Seymour, dude, he's so good.
So good in this scene.
God damn, dude. He cries on like command.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's pulling from real experience, the way he's interacting with this. He cares a lot, because the dying man says, hey, I just want to say hi to my kid one more time. And this is my kid. It's Frank Mackey. And he's like, your son's Frank Mackey. Yeah. And so then it's Philip Seymour Hoffman, without the internet, trying to get a hold of this group. He's getting dude, the magazine purchasing. The magazine purchasing.
Yeah, Playboy? Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Hustler? Yeah, okay, yeah, give me one of those.
Penthouse?
And Penthouse. You got that? Okay, yeah, we'll do one of those as well. And then the guy's like, do you still want the bread and cigarettes?
Yeah, because he's ordering from like an online store, and he's like, because he tries to like weave it in, like, I need peanut butter, and let's do some bread and some water. Actually, don't do the water. Do you have the Playboy? And so yeah, then what is it, receptionist?
Whoever it is, the employee.
Yeah, is like, you still want the bread and
like the employee is reading it like, you still want the cigarettes and bread?
Yeah. And then in the same kind of group is Julianne Moore, who's like the neurotic wife that married him for money, and then actually fell in love with him. And feels
that was a deep scene there of her with the lawyer and all that. I didn't expect that at all. She's like, I don't want the money. Yep. You know, I married him. I slept around and all that for his money, and then I fell in love with him. I don't fucking want the money.
Yeah, she doesn't want it to go to Frank.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very complicated in terms of that dynamic.
Yeah.
And then I will say the last one that's kind of, there's a few others, but the main other one is John C. Reilly. He's a lonely cop, but he's like a do-gooder Christian cop. Yeah. And he's getting involved with the druggie.
Yep. And he was married once before.
Yeah.
So.
And it didn't work out. And then he does a domestic disturbance call, basically, to see the druggie. Yeah. And she's a great actress too, because she plays neurotic and really well. Yeah. And John C. Reilly kind of takes a lean to her, and their conversations are so awkward when he has like coffee and stuff.
Where he gets a coffee, doesn't like it, he just tosses it real quick. I was like, that's a fucking mess in the sink. Yes. How far he tossed that? Yep. It is a goddamn disaster. No one has that good of like, man. Yeah.
But yeah, she talks, and he's like, no, and I get that, and he's like always teaching a lesson, to the point where like, god damn it, you could tell in that last scene when he's walking Quiz Kid Donnie Smith, because again we're jumping around. Quiz Kid Donnie Smith then goes back to his employer who fired him and tries to steal all the money. He steals all the money, and then the frogs hit him when he's trying to return it.
Climb the pole because his key broke off, and
and then the cop John C. Reilly comes across him, and then he rescues him. They go into like a gas station, and when he's bringing him back, so John C. Reilly has like a change of heart. He's like, buy the book. Then he loses his gun on the job that destroys him, and he's embarrassed and etc. He's like, I'm going to help this guy not turn him in. I'm going to help him return the money. So he takes him through the front door. I don't know how, but. And you can hear, it's all over a song, so you can see John C. Reilly just talking to him the whole time, and probably being like, you got to be doing this, and like giving him advice the whole time.
Oh yeah, no, that was a great scene, because like it's from the input of like the safe that you're seeing it from, as he's putting the money. Safe. Yeah, and you don't know what he's saying, but it's just him like, all right, here's what you got to do, bud. Come on.
He's like being the big dad character to this guy that doesn't need it, but maybe does need that advice, honestly.
Yeah, at first I was worried when he like lost his gun. In that scene there, that he wasn't going to make it to the date, and like that was going to spiral down even worse for her. Luckily, it didn't though.
Yeah, because she's trying to hide the fact that she's doing coke and that she has all these problems, which, I mean, We find out why she has the problems.
Yeah. Makes sense from her father molesting her.
Yeah, and he gives that up because the game show host, has cancer and it's gone to the bones. He has 2 months to live according to what they say. So he's like, I'm going to die anyway. I'm just going to tell my wife what I did. Or she kind of gets it out of him, right? He's like, you know, I've made mistakes, etc. And he won't tell. And then the wife is like, why won't she talk to you anymore? Like, why won't our daughter talk to you anymore? And he's like, oh, she has this idea that I may have, you know, interfered with her or whatever, how he phrases it. And she's like, did you? And he's like, oh, I don't remember. And that's like, what?
Yeah.
And so she's like, and right before that scene, she's like, I'm here with you forever. I want to be by you. She's really sad. And then she's like, fuck you. I hope it's painful.
That's
and
fair.
She leaves him. Yeah.
That's fair. Cause like, what kind of person just like, I don't remember. Like, you just fucking said it.
Yeah.
Why not just
he's not even owning
admit to it, you know,
Yeah.
you fucking know what you did.
To give closure to her and the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And not, I mean, it wouldn't be closure, but at least to get that out. So like he admitted it. So then she immediately leaves and then goes to the daughter when the frogs are hitting at the end. And that's really nice to see kind of her get that protection from the mother.
Yeah, because who wouldn't freak out? The frog's fucking raining.
Right. It's so, but the visual is so cool when they're hitting the swimming pool and stuff.
Well, like hitting the swimming pool and like the shadows and all that falling, everything. Like even the kid in the library.
Yes.
When he's reading it, all really the shadows behind just following as the frogs.
Yeah, and that's when they're singing the song too. Or no, that's after. They're singing the song and he's in the room, and then later it's falling, and that's when he's like, things like this happen. This is a thing that happens. Like, because now he's a very logical kid. He's trying to read up on all this stuff, and he's like, shit, frogs are raining from the sky. This is something that happens now. It's I don't know. I love that idea of that. But the other game show host guy, and I don't know how you can interpret it in many ways, I think, but he goes in after the wife leaves, and he takes a gun out, and he puts it to his temple, and then you see the frog's perspective come through the skylight and hit the gun, and the gun goes off, but it makes him miss, and it hits the TV instead of his head. Yeah. And you're like, okay, now was this, I think some might see like, oh, well, he got saved in divine intervention. I think he was trying to take the easy way out, and the gun and the frog thing was like, no, you don't get to. Yeah. You just admitted this, and you have 2 months, and she wants you to suffer. I'm not going to suffer. I'm just going to get out of it now. Well, too bad. Now he's probably like, now I can't do that. Like, that's something fucked up, and now I have to deal with this. But that's also the frog's coincidence come to play and hit him. Yeah.
When those frogs broke through the skylight, my first thought was like, I don't want a skylight. What if it ever rains frogs? I don't have to deal with that shit.
Yeah, what if? No, it's a fair criticism now. I don't want a skylight either. Although, have you had skylights that don't have like blinds on them?
It's annoying.
It's horrible.
Yeah. You can't sleep during the day, but
no.
I mean, I have no issue. Early. I can sleep to light
well, it's always
and all that.
Dark when you're
But yeah, no, that would suck too because like you can't block it out or anything.
I was in a cabin once up in the mountains for a wedding, and they didn't have covers over it. Even the moonlight was so bright, it was like, fuck me, dude. I might as well.
Nature, Todd. Come on.
But at least nature, you'd have tents that don't have skylights in them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind the light when I sleep.
Here we go, Mr. Nate. Let's see. We're trying to jump around between the characters.
That's all right. The movie jumped around a lot, so we're just going in the fashion of the movie.
Yeah, and I do really like the game show one with Stanley. He just wants to use the restroom.
Yeah, it's so simple, too, of like, you can't hold off, a minute at
right,
most?
Because then even when the guy admits to the producer, like, hey, I have cancer, I'm dying, he had plenty of time to use the restroom in that spot, but Felicity Huffman's character would not let him go. Yeah. And so he sits there, and they ask him questions, and he pees his pants during the show. Mm-hmm. And he stops answering the questions. He just goes dead silent. Everybody keeps looking at him like, I want Stanley to answer it.
Yeah, that's what makes this movie so real in the sense of, usually a movie would be like, oh, he went on to win the contest after that because he just pissed his pants and now he's all concentrated on the show. But it was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, the realization coming over him was...
Yeah, it's just, you can see they're so good with the emotions, like at least, and P.T. Anderson getting that, like he catches like the moment where they all kind of like come to a realization. Yeah.
This is one of the rare instances that you enjoyed the kid actor.
Right. Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, that's very true. I did see the Warrior movie that we watched, parallels with this because it's the Frank Mackey situation. Yeah. Where he has a mom that is sick and the dad leaves them. And then Frank Mackey has to watch her basically deteriorate and die and be kind of the parent. And he hates the father for that. Right. And that's the same situation we have in Warrior. where the mom is dying, the dad leaves them, or they left in that case, but still either way they're not around.
Yeah.
And so that's why Frank Mackey doesn't want to see the dad, but through phone chains, people getting in touch, he does show up at the house. And there's a bunch of dogs in this house. Okay. And Tom Cruise walks in and says, "Hey, Phil, I will drop kick these fucking dogs if they come near me."
He says it twice too.
Yeah.
It's not even just once. It's twice that he says it. I'm like, these dogs are near me. I'm gonna fucking drop kick them. And you're like, wait, what?
A good delivery too.
Fucking, like yeah.
And what is
It's like we said, like it's a role that you would never see Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise play again because he's an ass in this entire thing.
Yep.
A womanizer and just a piece of shit.
Yep.
And that's something he just doesn't do nowadays.
Yeah, to go to Frank Mackey real quick and do it, because he does the whole seduce and destroy. One of the chapters in the book is called "Mother, Turn Off the Pot, Everybody Turn Off the Pot," is how to turn your friend, quote unquote friend, into your sperm receptacle. Dude, it is so in your face. And yeah, again, his opening line is "Respect the cock and tame the cunt." He teaches his men to ignore the past, because if you don't have to deal with the past, you can't. If you deal with the past, you can't move forward. So he's basically saying, ignore everything you've done in the past. The banner in the back of the dog like attacking, it says "No pussy has 9 lives." It's just insane. Yep. I want that banner. Not because, again, I agree with that, but that is a legit banner that has been knitted and created.
It has a bumper sticker. Caused some real issues there.
Oh, God. "No pussy has no life." That's insane. I could never have that on my car. But his most famous line, so he does the seminar, and then a journalist is popping in, right?
Yeah.
And trying to get real answers from him. And he lies about his mother dying. And she starts to kind of unweave that. And he starts to break down. He starts to get real mad.
Yep.
But she says, and he's sitting there silently just staring at her. And she goes, what are you doing, Frank? He says, "What am I doing? I'm quietly judging you." And he's just, dude, he's like close up on his face.
Dead stare. It's, yeah.
Dude, there's so many iconic lines in this. And there was one like where it says, "What the fuck, Frank?" When he's waiting on the phone, because he's not sure if he wants to go see his dad that's dying when he gets the news. And we used that in one of our skits in our YouTube stuff where we said, "What the fuck, Frank?" And I always thought that was a creation of one of my friends. But I think either he knew he was referencing this movie, or he didn't. And it's a parallel thinking like, "Oh, I heard that and I just think it's mine."
Yeah.
But I love the other line, "What the fuck, Frank?" And then Frank Mackey then obviously does go to see his dad who's dying, and Philip Seymour Hoffman is just watching him be like, "I fucking hate you. I want this to hurt. I want it to fucking hurt." And da-da-da. It's very emotional.
Well, yeah, he's like, "I'm not going to fucking cry for you," or anything like that. And he's just tearing up at that moment.
Yeah, he's saying, I'm going to be tougher than you. And then he does cry. And then you realize he's like, "Don't leave too. Don't you go too." Because he's lost his mom. And even though he hates his dad, it's like he's losing another person that he can't bring back. And dude, again, these are very adult, serious themes going on here. And the dad has deathbed regrets. And that's kind of where we get that regret theme that we did, is there's a lot of these people being like, "Well, I wish I had done this better," or treated this person right.
Same with Quiz Kid Donnie.
Right.
Him and the bar that's been eyeing a guy, the bartender, the entire time, not, ever going up and saying anything to him. That's the whole reason he got braces, is so that way he could relate to the bartender.
Well, he was stealing money so that he could get braces, so he can have a line to say, "Hey, look at me too."
Yep.
Dude, and I was like, I can get that mentality, and it sucks because that line that like, "Hey, look, I have braces too," the guy probably would have been like, "Huh, okay, yeah."
You know what that is? That's a coincidence.
That is, right? But like, that's all it would have gotten him was an opening line, and he was that desperate to do it.
Which is just ridiculous, but I mean, everyone has their own mentality of what they need to look like or do to hopefully get that impression across.
There's a lot of desperation that comes with that kind of regret and stuff, and I totally, it's relatable. Yeah, it's on a more of a, and I won't even say it's more of a crazier level. That doesn't even seem that out of bounds for somebody to do in that position. But speaking of like regret, again, you mentioned it. How did you feel about Julianne Moore's character, like going to the pharmacy and that little shit running it, like as a pharmacist tech at one point?
I feel like that's fucked up.
No, he was shaming her, right?
Yeah. Like, it's just, there's no point, like, you don't know what that person's going through or anything like that. So there's no reason to assume in that situation.
Because she was getting pills for herself and him, right? So it
Yeah.
looked suspicious, but the dude was just like shaming her.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where just be a decent human. Don't, that's the same thing. Like everyone else, whatever's going on in someone's life, you have a bad experience somewhere, something like that. I always think like, what do they have going on in their life? Maybe it's something that is beyond another shitty table that the waiter or waitress is dealing with or something like that. Mm-hmm. They could be dealing with a family member or something like that. So you never know.
Yep. So. I struggle with trying to do, like, I have to remind myself all the time, you got to do this. You gotta think further than the anger or whatever you're feeling in the moment.
Yeah. Just a piece of shit there.
Yeah. And she tries to kill herself. And she sits in the garage and runs the gas, and then she sees the pills and was like, she cares about him so much. She's like, I'd rather than try and escape this as well, I'm going to go give him the pills because he needs this. It's the morphine, right?
Yep.
To help him. Then they know once they give this to him, he's probably going to drift off, and that is what happens.
Yeah.
He does pass away. But I mean, on the happier note, John C. Reilly and the daughter, the druggie trying to get, has dealt with abuse and everything. It sounds like she's had a really bad life, but they give each other a chance, and she does go on the date with him. They go to dinner. And it's really nice.
She opens up in that thing.
Yeah. They agree to not keep any secrets and get all this shit out right away. Tell each other the worst thing. So he admits that he loses the gun because she thinks he's perfect.
Yeah.
And we don't need to talk about the little kid that he's super fun. He raps the song. Yeah. And I think that does tell you who the killer is of John C. Reilly's first call. He goes in to do this. He says he raps the thing to John C. Reilly. He's like, okay, kid, well, get out of the street and don't curse anymore. And it's like, I just told you who did it. Like, did you even listen to me? And he's the one that finds the gun. And this killer is this is the one John C. Reilly's chasing the killer before the frogs come down.
Yeah.
It's all sorts of shit that happens
the kid,
in this.
because he also finds her in her car.
Yep. He's the one that finds Julianne Moore and calls the paramedics.
Yeah, it's one of those things like he looks through her purse and all that. I'm like,
steals some cash,
Yeah. And then he pulls out the phone and you just hear boop, boop, boop. And you're like, okay, that's 911, obviously. And yeah.
He's like a little weaving angel in there that saves their lives. And it's like, he can solve everything, but no one's listening to him. Again, there's a big juxtaposition between the adults that have regrets and the kids that aren't being listened to.
Yep.
There's just so many things that happen in this movie. Are anything else you want to say about the movie?
Nothing else I can think of.
Okay, I will say, in the scene, the first scene with the game show, when he's like introducing everybody, did you look at the crowd at all?
Not a lot, no.
Some people are holding up signs. One sign is being held up and it says Exodus 8:2, and one of the staff grabs it, rips it out the hand, and walks out the back. It happens real quick. And I went, what the fuck is Exodus 8:2, and why did they show that? The quote actually is, if you refuse to let them go, I will send a plague of frogs on your whole country.
Yep.
And it's almost because if you don't, they won't let him go to the restroom.
Yeah.
And they didn't let him go to the restroom, and an entire plague of frogs was released. So it was just some audience member holding up this fucking random sign. I was like, I never noticed that in all my watches of this movie.
That's really not like the depth that they add to it with that. It's really nice.
Yeah, so I thought that was a really cool little thing that happens and that you might not notice. And again, this is the first time because I was taking notes. And
well, I mean, first time watching it too, like I said, 3 hours and 8 minutes. So there's a lot to take in that 3 hours and 8 minutes because everything is so character building between all these characters that intertwine in the end. So
that is Magnolia. I totally recommend watching it. And again, don't let the 3 hour thing scare you. It's so detailed.
I would recommend watching it with someone else.
Yeah,
because honestly, being able to talk about it right now is allowing me to enjoy it that much more. Compared to like, I watched it on my own, didn't have anyone to talk about it. Right. This is a movie that's nice to talk about afterwards.
Yeah, because it handles so many themes.
Yep.
When we were thinking of themes afterwards, I was like, shit, there's so many we can pull from this. And there's so many.
Yeah.
There's addiction. Her pill, like the whole thing that one of the dogs eats the pills and dies. And so they put Big Ed or whatever in the, in a bag, and then they take the dog out at the same time. And it's like, it's all these little details where you see something happen and then you don't get, a result of it till later in the movie. Yep. But yeah, enjoy that. Hopefully, if you are listening to us out of order, hopefully any of that made sense to you.
Yeah.
There's frogs rain from the sky at the end. And they keep cutting like the weather of the day because I think it's just
cats and dogs out there.
Yeah, they kept saying
cats and dogs.
That. Yeah, they kept saying that's raining cats and dogs. I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if they have seen it, Nate, or have any thoughts about anything else or about our themes, where can they let us know?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure you guys notice things that we didn't notice in there.
Never. I know all of it.
You can email us at theendofsci@gmail.com.
Please do.
You can hit us up on our social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
That is them.
Yeah.
And please, when you're there, on Spotify, right? Because we mentioned last week they have the rating now for Spotify. They didn't have it in the past. Mm-hmm. So
it's simple as just clicking. You don't even have to write a review or submit an email or anything like that. It's just go up there, click 5 stars, and that's it. 5 stars, please.
Yes. We're not, telling you to do it, but please. And if you don't, we'll never talk to you again.
If it's 4 stars, let us know why. But don't do it.
Yeah.
Well, let us know why, but don't do 4 stars.
And tell us why you wanted to rate it 4 stars. But yeah, it's easy on both platforms, on Apple as well. It's just, you don't have to make a review. You can write one if you want, but you just click 5, move along. And you can periodically, I think your ratings go away and you can do it again. I've seen it. So every now and then, if you think about it, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. And to stick with our sci deaths.
Our sci deaths? Oh, yeah, a sci way to die. What did I call it last week? I don't know.
A not so sci way to die or something. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like any way to die is a sci way to die at times, depending on it.
Rasputin did not die in a sci way.
No, but he's still, after all that fighting, he still died.
He still died, yeah. But at least he's in history books for it.
Yeah.
I guess that's the point. Go out in the history books, guys.
Well, in this one, it is Dick Worthingham.
Dick Worthingham?
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty non-sci name as starting. The least way to sci.
Yes.
Is what I think we called it.
Okay. Well,
I don't fucking know.
This one has a little bit of coincidence.
Tell me about Dick.
Dick was a tennis linesman.
Oh, okay.
And he died after a ball struck him in the groin.
Oh,
and he fell out of his chair, striking his head on the hard court surface.
Oh.
So Dick got hit in the dick, which led to his death.
Oh, no. The triple D. Oh. Guy Fieri would be proud of that. That sucks. So how long ago do you know when this was? Was it old school, or was it during a main tournament, do you know?
It was, I had it as 19 something, 1970 or something like that.
Okay, so earlier on.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But I figured it fit with the whole coincidence of
yeah. His
name
name's
Dick, get him the dick.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a sci way, but it's memorable and it's unique.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be anybody else that dies that way in history.
No.
Again, odds are.
See the lineman out there? Got my helmet on because Dick Worthington.
No. They call it when they put a jockstrap on, it's always called the Dick Worthington. The cup, right? Yeah. Oh, poor guy. Okay. So. Wow, not as badass, but definitely different. Anything else before we wrap up this episode?
I'd like to thank Alan once again for our amazing logo.
Beautiful work, sir. Thank you very much.
And I think that might be it for me. What about you?
No, do you have any recommendations for them?
Next week on Wednesday, or this Wednesday, or past Wednesday. Damn, I'm trying to get these figured out timelines.
By the time you've listened to this.
By the time you listen to this, the new issue of Saga has come out.
Hell yes.
And honestly, if you guys have never read a comic, pick up the first volume of that and just give it a read. And that's going to give you an idea,
beautiful artwork, beautiful
It's not always superheroes and capes and all that. This is, like we said, a space opera before. And they don't need more readers, really, because they have plenty of readers. It's not like this is please help them.
It's not an underrated one
this
anymore.
This is just, go pick it up, give it a chance.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It's a good entry into comics, that kind of graphic novel. Some really great characters that show up into this series.
Oh, yeah.
I have The End of the Fucking World. So this is an older one in case you missed it, Type 1. It's a great series on Netflix. It's 2 seasons. I don't think they're doing a third. It's different.
Yeah.
It is some... Have you ever watched that show?
Uh-uh.
No, yeah, it's super good. I recommend that.
All right. And next week, guys, we are looking at doing Love and Monsters.
Love and Monsters. And I have never seen this movie, so this will be another Todd's first.
I figured, we're getting into February.
Yeah.
So
the love month.
We'll just go.
Nate caught the love bug. He caught the love monster.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this plot is, who directed it, who's in it. I have no information. I don't even know what year it is.
That's the best way to go into movies, I feel.
I'm going. This is kind of you were with Magnolia. Mm-hmm. So, okay, yeah. So Love and Monsters next week, and until then, Nate.
What am I doing?
Doing the end quote.
I'm judging you silent.
Oh, okay. Okay. That damn, we ruined it. I'll set you back up. I'm quietly judging you. All right, and until then, Nate,
What am I doing? I'm judging you quietly.
I'm quietly judging.
Damn it! I can't even get the quote right. This is the outtake at the end. I screwed it up.
And you know what? Now I'm quietly judging you. And it's also fucking Candyland for the record. So cool. We're locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Was that a gun loading? Okay. Let's see. What is the opener for this one? How many welcomes do I throw in here?
How many welcomes?
Even though I forgot. Yeah. Okay.